We are in the midst of our Bag Summer Hunger campaign, and even though it's coming to an end soon, the need never stops. With me now is Morgan Dewey with the Oregon Food Bank. Hi, Morgan.
Hi, thanks so much for having us.
Oh, we're glad you're here. We're glad we
Yeah.
can be part of this partnership. So, summer is supposed to be a fun time for kids, but I understand it's one of the hardest seasons when it comes to hunger.
Yeah, so during summer we actually see childhood hunger peak, and a lot of that is because a lot of kids are getting free and reduced school breakfast, school lunch, and during the summer months, families don't really see that as a break. It's actually a gap because for every kid, that's 10 meals a week that families are having to put on the table. So during the summer months, we see a really big need, and that's why we're so grateful for y'all and Safeway for this Bag Summer Hunger campaign. It's so important to step up and help feed our neighbors during the summer.
Yeah, what are you seeing across the Oregon Food Bank network?
Oof, yeah, it's sometimes hard to report, but just last year we saw 2.9 million visits across our network. So that's across the whole state and Southwest Washington. That's over 50% increase from 2 years ago.
Wow.
And we also just got new numbers for another figure for you from the Oregon Department of Human Services. We saw that 62,000 Oregonians have been cut from SNAP benefits. They've seen their SNAP benefits cut over the last year. And so when we're talking about summer hunger and kind of what pushes people to need to visit a school pantry, a church pantry, not only is it the increase in gas prices and food prices or not getting school meals for their kiddos, but also these policy choices like having SNAP benefits cut.
Sure, it's not just one hardship, it's several others at the same time.
It's a lot.
What are you hearing from families who come in? What are they saying?
Oh man, it's a tough time for families right now. I mean, I'm feeling the stretch of gas prices, food prices, and so are families. So I was actually just talking to our partners at Clark County Food Bank, and they were having a conversation with a man. He was coming into the pantry more frequently, and they sat down to kind of like hear what was going on. He always comes to the pantry in his like bright green, high visibility work vest, and he was talking about sometimes getting up as early as 3 a.m. to get to his job site. And what they found out in this conversation with him was that there are 9 kids living under his roof. And he was really relying on his SNAP benefits to make sure that all of the community living under his one household, his one roof, had food on the table. And he just saw his SNAP benefits get cut. And so he was coming to the pantry so much more often, just like puzzle piecing it in his day between these 3 a.m. work, call times and anything he has after work just to get to the pantry to feed those 9 kiddos. Yeah, so it's a stretch. We're hearing stories like that every day from the coast to the gorge. We just saw a shot from the gorge down to Southeast Oregon, and we're seeing people line up hours before pantries even open.
Well, it's worth mentioning too, the grocery store, you can go anytime, right?
Yeah.
It's open all day, but unfortunately, food pantries sometimes have to restrict hours. It's not always easy for the person to get there. So it makes sense that man is just going on his break or going when he can. Yeah.
Absolutely. And that's also why programs like SNAP are really beneficial, because it is just, money on a card where you can go to the grocery store, a 24/7 convenience store, grocery store. While we love our pantries, a lot of them are volunteer run. So there's a barrier there for sure.
What type of programs help over the summer since so many of those kids aren't getting their meals?
There's so many programs. Our state, our community has really stepped up. So there are some really fun programs through like Portland Parks and Rec, Eat and Play, Snack and Play, where you can go to a park and kiddos can snack and have fun, and then also, get a meal that day. We also are really excited about summer EBT. The state legislature passed it a couple years ago, and that basically gives money to families whose kids did qualify for free and reduced school breakfast, free and reduced school lunch, and so it's just an extra benefit families can get during the summer.
That's great.
I will say, because of these SNAP cuts, some of the eligibility is a little funky. It's changed a little bit, so we just want to encourage families to chat with the Oregon Department of Human Services. Make sure you're getting that money on those cards for this summer.
Yeah, and then of course another way to help is the Bag Summer Hunger campaign. So next time you're shopping at Safeway or Albertsons, you can buy a $5 or a $10 bag of groceries already packed for you. Things, like peanut butter, pasta, beans, lots of shelf-stable items. And then of course, if you are someone needs food or resources, you can visit OregonFoodFinder.org, and you can visit the Food Bank's website directly if you want to volunteer and find out about those other opportunities to make a difference. Thank you you, Morgan,
Thank
for coming.
you.
Always great talking to you.
Yeah, and thanks to Safeway and you all.
Yes.
It's been such a great campaign.
We'll be right back.